get my baby 30,000. Buy for me.
Back off everything I do, but I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden at the awards. Back to you, I'm so into you. For real, bread, like I'm kin to you. If you a 10, I add 10 to you. They be mad when I 10 to you. That's what the bay like. Call me Buffy, cause that's what I slay like. These, I son them like it's daylight. These wanna know what it's like. What it like, yo, what it like, yo. They wanna know what it's like, yo. All this ice is like snow. Get kimonos and let's fly to Tokyo. Pretty, pretty, please, baby, won't you have this for me?
I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell the hero they'll get my baby 30,000. Buy for me. Buy for me, yeah. 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 Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory. Zombie gang rapping that in one shake. Face run that like a little weak. Like the Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my head stone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my head stone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my head stone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for
It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason looked out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Shoes, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
money over on my head stone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my head stone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my head stone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, rep take your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, rep take your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Right now I'm on the edge. Troublesome since 96. You wish you could breathe easy on the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On the give, this is Dorsett. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. They dump it off, complete to Dorsett. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Murray. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Murray now. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now it's Dorsett. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Dorsett on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll try the left side with Dorsett. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray rolling to his right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray buying time to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again. Murray looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Escaping the pressure right, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That's going to be caught. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 60 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll run. It's Dorsett. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Dorsett. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Murray. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Flush to his right. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. The give is to Bell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Jackson operating from the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he coughed it up into the Redskins. Haven't they do? He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And
he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Detroit!
Running right, it's Dorsett. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriots!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On 3rd down, Murray eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So 1:51 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Redskins on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw. Murray. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now here come the Ravens. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! As his guys are in for 6, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Touchdown, Washington! Philip Dorsett, 68 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And the Ravens taking the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have run.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quicker and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Back to the air on second down. Murray. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he floated one out there, incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone.
Right, now
what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Everyone's got 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They go play action with Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Murray. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Back to throw. Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback taking it in from 4 yards out. And the interception by the Redskins leads to a touchdown. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Jackson now. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up his time. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, here's Pirine. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the...
And it's a fumble, and the Ravens have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Matt Ioannidis in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Andrew Billings in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Ravens on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Now they try the right side here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. Whoosh. Still fighting for more. Yeah, he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Murray now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington Redskins. They win it, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes...
They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the morning. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it.